Ladies and gentlemen, Twitch has a major problem. And that problem is wokeness. Now, whenever I mention the word wokeness, there are one or two people in the comments saying, well, actually, wokeness means this. Listen, your attempts to deflect and gaslight are as fruitless as your sex life. There is nothing that you've said in trying to refute my arguments by playing the semantic game that has ever worked or been competently presented or been compelling. The word woke is for the sake of brevity. It packs a punch, it's easy to understand. You know what I'm talking about when I use that, which is why I do, and which is why I will continue, despite people being bothered by it. Because I didn't use the technical definition. No, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about, you understand. You're playing a semantic game to seem smarter than you actually are, and it's not working. So back to Twitch. Twitch's issue is that they do not enforce their rules across the board evenly. They will ban a VTuber for jiggle physics that are too strong. They will ban a VTuber for a bathing suit. Meanwhile, on the platform, still, they will allow things like this. They will allow content like this on their platform. No apologies, no ands, ifs, or buts. They will also allow content like this. Which, this clip right here is... Yeah, you see that right. Now, I want you to understand something very clear. I have nothing against this beautiful young lady with these amazing tits that are clapping. It's music to my ears. But the problem is that Twitch as a platform is trying to brand itself as something that it's not. And either you have to go one way or the other. Either you have to admit that this is sexuality, that these women are promoting their sexuality on your website, and do something to stop it, or you have to allow VTubers to do what they do, and you have to relax the rules. You right now are in the worst of both worlds. You are attempting to play this woke game where, well, women are doing this to themselves, so it's not sexuality, it's just expression. This brain-rotted woke bullshit. But at the same time, if it's a cartoon, if it's a VTuber, then they're sexualizing themselves, and you can ban it because it's, I don't know, maybe it's anime or whatnot, or maybe one of the mods, that's not his thing. Maybe it's just not his cup of tea, so the rules are enforced arbitrarily. Asmongold made a very, very compelling video on this particular topic, and I'm going to play it for you now because I think it's worth watching. Let me see. Here we go.
And this is what I think that Twitch should do. I thought about this a lot. I think here's what the problem is. If I go to my For You page, it makes me think that I'm not on Twitch. They should never, 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 never recommend channels whenever they have users that are underage.
Editor's note, I went to make a test Twitch account as a 14 years old to then test what I would get recommended without clicking anything. This is the result. What the fuck?
There needs to be a distinction, like a back-end code does an OnlyFans check. An OnlyFans yes or no. OnlyFans yes, okay, recommended no. OnlyFans no, recommended yes. Underage people have accounts, and the website is recommending people with underage accounts videos like this. That's what I think.
Asmongold is absolutely right, but he doesn't go far enough. There needs to be a thumbnail check. There needs to be a title check. There needs to be a description check. And yeah, if it says OnlyFans or Fansly, or, you have a human being moderated, if it goes to a link tree, and that link tree has OnlyFans, the same thing. You don't ban them, you just don't recommend them. They don't ever come up on the front page. Now, I want to take you to, this is just chatting, okay? This is just chatting. I'm going to refresh this right now in real time. And I want you to take a look at the first things that it recommends. Okay, so I haven't even, and by the way, I'm not logged in. This isn't like my account. This is just going to Twitch and looking. This is 1, 2, 3 down. This is being recommended. 18 plus. I mean, the point is, this shouldn't be here. And honestly, this shouldn't really be here. I mean, anime is a little bit different, but you get my point. That there should be somebody that, they've got a problem. They've got a major problem because this stuff is getting recommended. Now, I have nothing against VTubers, understand. I've got nothing against them. I think that what they've managed to do in a short amount of time is pretty incredible. But it's like this stuff is immediately accessible. And I'm not logged in. And so there's nobody going through and, taking this stuff off the recommended. That would seem to me to be... I'm sorry, what was I saying? Just kidding. I mean, my point is, it's like, this is fine. I'm just making a joke. But as I go down here, the recommended in just chatting is a lot of this stuff. And it would really help if there was something that would prevent a lot of this stuff from being shown based on the thumbnail, based on the title, based on the description. That would definitely help a lot. And so I agree with Asmongold completely. His editor found something that is a big problem. And you may be asking, how does that tie into wokeness? It's all based around the same delusion that these people don't view these women sexualizing themselves as sexualizing themselves because they can't actually say it. Because if they say, well, you're sexualizing yourself, are you shaming women? Are you shaming a woman's body? A woman's temple? You misogynist? That's how you get canceled. But if it's a VTuber, oh, that's a Japanese drawing. That's an anime girl. Those alt-right MAGA Republicans, they like that anime. It's a distorted, disgusting, low information, low brow ideology that is ultimately hurting their brand reputation. There should be none of that there should be none of that recommended. Based on the viewer number, that should not be how the metric organizes this. You have to come up with a better way. Now, sure, you should be able to organize based on viewership, but the default should be something different. Recommended for you should not be... This is... And by the way, why would you recommend this to me? Why would you recommend this shit to me? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand how this is the default. Because I'm not logged in. How... So, my point is that I think there's a major issue with Twitch. I think it needs to be addressed. I think there needs to be an enforcement arm that looks for OnlyFans or Fansly or any of those sites. And if you have that in your bio, you are not eligible to be promoted on the main site. Somebody can find you. You can still be there. Call it shadow banning if you want. But the fact is that shouldn't be on the main website. Because, first of all, it makes the site look like shit. It makes it look sketchy. Asmongold and other content creators, I mean, like for example, you've got CDog VA, Vine Sauce, and a lot of these other people that have built their brand, their business on Twitch. And now what's happening is you are, and Kai Cenat is there, he's playing Minecraft apparently with 53,000 followers. God damn. Not followers, live viewers. Holy shit. That is massive. Congratulations to you, dude. That is incredible. What was I talking about? Yeah, you should protect your content creators. Because when you have people on your website and they're right next to some titty streamer, I mean, look at this. Take a look at this. Wrong thing. Wrong again. Okay. Bear with me for just a second. Okay. All right. We've got the Whatever podcast. And then right above it is this. Like, if I'm from the Whatever podcast, I don't want like this in the proximity of my thing. It's bad for business. Now you could say, well, it's good for business. It'll get people attracted. But no, it's like you don't want to. You wouldn't want to build a brand off of people like that. It's like, and this problem, it's not new. But I do think that this deserves the attention of Twitch. They need to do something. They need to change things. And honestly, I would go on the side of leniency. I would go on the side of free speech and free expression. But that doesn't mean that you get to be an OnlyFans model promoting your porn site on a video streaming platform. Go easy on the VTubers. I don't know why Twitch has such a hate boner for VTubers. Allow VTubers to do their thing. That's my general thing. I am more in favor of less censorship. But at the end of the day, if you're going to be recommending this to kids, you have to have a standard. And the standard is anything 18 plus, any thumbnail with tits in it, or, lewd or suggestive shit, that has to go. You wouldn't allow them to put that sort of stuff in a kid's game. You wouldn't allow them to put Minecraft and have an ad for an OnlyFans. That's the reality. And so you have to conduct Twitch with the same sort of professionalism, or at least you should, if you are a certain age. There should be an algorithm that they can use to recommend things for you based on how old you are. And if you are 13, 14, 15, you shouldn't be getting titty streamers. You shouldn't be getting women who are shaking their boobs and linking to their OnlyFans. This is a problem that Twitch needs to solve, but I don't see them doing it because the people at Twitch are incredibly woke. The Twitch moderator is a bit of a pejorative. Like, you're a Discord moderator, you're a Twitch moderator. It's a pejorative for a reason, because people who are woke are seen as pathetic even by people who tend to be more left-wing. Even people who buy into a lot of the stuff that wokeness sells on Twitch, even they don't have much respect for Discord moderators and Twitch moderators. So, ladies and gentlemen, boy, there's a lot to go over. There's a lot to go through on this. I have more clips from Asmongold. Might as well cover them. All right. No, that's the wrong one. Bear with me, I'm still getting things operational.
Shit, right? Spend too much time on Twitter, your brain's gonna turn into, it's gonna microwave your brain. You stop thinking about doing, is that, pretty sure Asian Bunny started this, because, I actually messaged her and I told her that it was a great idea. So, I said this is probably the smartest thing that I've ever seen, right? Like, because she did this, and then she also did this thing, where she was, like, massaging a Squirtle. And I told her, I'm like, this is the smartest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, this is fucking brilliant. And I genuinely believe that. Like, I thought it was great. And it worked because, like...
Yeah, I mean, why, okay, look, why does this thing look like it has, like, something in its mouth? I mean, this is really kind of... Holy shit.
Like, the thing is, she got banned? Nah, she didn't. Let me see. Never mind. Oops. Oh, shit, well. You know, that sucks. It's my fault I do this. I didn't mean to do that. Man, wow. I'm gonna go ahead and explain kind of why this is, why I think this is kind of like a silly conversation, right? And like just everything about, so like I think, please let me, I cannot express how many different angles this is stupid in, okay? And I want you guys to really, really appreciate that, okay? So what I'm trying to say is that the reason why this is happening is because Twitch has this like crazy, like stupid woke mentality, and they've had this for years, that girls that are obviously sexualizing themselves aren't actually doing it.
Wow, that's a brilliant point. Wow. Yeah, almost like, wow. That's a genius point. Huh. Oh god, I'm liking Asmongold a lot more right now. I mean, holy shit.
It's like this intellectually dishonest thing.
Yes.
Where you can see girls doing something like this or doing something like that, and you have some sort of there's like this thing where like because you can't sexualize women, then they are the ones that are in charge of sexualizing themselves. So Twitch is in like this intellectual trap where if you say what's obvious, then you're sexist, and if you don't say what's obvious, then you're clueless.
Goddamn, well said. I mean, I said pretty much the exact same thing in this video, but it feels heartwarming to know that somebody else is saying the same thing on a channel that's much, 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 much bigger than mine. He's absolutely right about that. That part of wokeness is the inability to acknowledge that, yeah, women can sexualize themselves, and that can be wrong. Doesn't mean it's always wrong. In fact, a majority of the time, it's fine. If a woman chooses to do that, I mean, there are consequences. I don't mean like anything nefarious. There are consequences for her future. Guys probably aren't going to take her seriously when dating. Guys who she otherwise wouldn't find attractive are going to want to be with her, like with the Ruby Rose situation. But ultimately, it's their choice. But I think Asmongold made an incredibly astute point.
And so this is what's happened for years. And there's been girls that have obviously presented themselves in an extremely sexual manner for years on Twitch. And I'm talking about over 10 years on Twitch. This has been a thing. This has been a thing longer than Twitch has been a thing. I bet they were probably doing this on Justin TV, okay? So this is nothing new. But the point is that a lot of these situations happen because of this intellectual dishonesty. Now, there's also another level of intellectual dishonesty that's going on at the same time. And that's the intellectual dishonesty of these things ruining the website. Now, this is the website. We're seeing the website. We all see the website, right? Where are they?
Well, I think the video that I showed, I think this one is after, because I think he realizes that the point that he made here is wrong. Because whether it's everywhere, whether it's every screen, I can go and look here, and this is like the immediate of somebody who's not logged in going to just chatting. I mean, again, this is the fourth thing for 1, 2, 3, the third row down, 18 plus, and on Asmongold, his editor, with a 14-year-old account, this is a problem. This is a major problem. So I understand what he's trying to say there. I understand what he's trying to lay out, but I think that he's absolutely wrong in that one sense. That there are people who are intellectually dishonest for saying that it's ruining the platform. Maybe it's, for him, when he's signed in as his character, he's not seeing that. It's a bunch of other stuff. But his editor showed that in Incognito mode, making an account for a 14-year-old, this is the difference. So I have no reason to doubt the editor of Asmongold's channel. I've never seen them do anything like overtly nefarious or dishonest.
Okay, Shy Lily. She has boobs, but I don't really think that.
Yeah, but that's not like that's having boobs. Like this is okay. I would say that this is okay. I just, in combination with that, it's kind of a lot. I'd say this is okay and stuff like that. But the point is that there is a lot of it. I mean, holy shit. God damn, that's her gamer name should be Back Problems. Holy shit. That whew. That is a lot of problem. So my point is, and by the way, again, let me reiterate, this is from an unlogged in account, randomly, going to just chatting. I just refreshed it again, and you understand my point here. Scrolling down, this stuff is obviously here. There's no question that if you're just creating an account, you are inundated with this stuff. So my point here is that it's not as small a problem as Asmongold initially said. I'm glad that he eventually came around and recognized the problem is a much bigger thing, but in his initial video, he is precisely wrong.
This is not really a sexual stream. Okay, now we've got one right here. 4,000 down, all the way down here at 4,000 viewers. We have one girl, and then we've got a couple of them down here. So, am I the only person that thinks that this isn't really a big deal?
Yes. And your future self called, and they also think it's a big deal.
Like, you've got what 4 girls that are doing this shit, and that's it.
It doesn't matter about how many there are. It doesn't matter about the number there are. The fact that I, on an account that I'm not signed in, where my age hasn't been verified, where I can go to twitch.com, I can go to just chatting, and immediately I'm inundated with this, with this 18 plus content. Immediately. Now, am I saying to ban this person? No. But this should not be on the recommended unless I have an account where I'm over 18 years old. If I have an account and I'm over 18, recommend this all you want and have the option to nuke this into oblivion if I never want to see it again. You know, have an option to take this off of my recommended if I choose to. But I'm not logged in. So there's no age check here. And this is what you're recommending. Absolutely this hurts the look of Twitch. Absolutely it does. There's nothing wrong with this in and of itself. But it's the compilation of issues. It's the fact that there's no age check on Twitch without being logged in. So anyone can come on to twitch.com, go to just chatting, and I mean, you see this, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The 11th one down. So, that's my point. And there's a thing that says join the Twitch community. So, I mean, it doesn't matter how many there are. It just matters that they're there on the recommended without any sort of age verification. I think that's a crucial point to make.
I don't think this is a big deal, man. I don't think this is ruining the website. This is literally less than 1% of the traffic.
Doesn't matter.
Like, you're talking about 20, like maybe like 15 to 20,000 active viewers at any
Doesn't
time.
matter.
Maybe 30. You know, if somebody really popular is on. Other than that, this is really a microcosm of Twitch. And it's like, because if you don't go on Twitch, you would think that half of the streams on Twitch are porn.
It doesn't matter the number. The number is irrelevant. Because it's not even about the fact that there are women on Twitch doing this. What matters is the fact that you can go on Twitch, unlogged in, go on there. I'm going to refresh it again. You can go on Twitch. Oh, she's gone. Maybe she logged off. But you still go down there and it's still it's still pretty close to the top. So now that one lady's gone, it's still there. You get my point. Sure, some people will log off, some people will leave. I don't really care about this. You know, VTubers and stuff, it's not real. It's cartoon shit, anime. The point is that you saw it. I had it there for a while above this. That was being recommended. So, I think it does matter. Absolutely it matters.
At least. I mean, it's like, you know, Call of Duty, safe thing, but I'm going to give you an even hotter take than that. I think that if you want a kid-safe version of Twitch, you don't let them watch Twitch. And the reason for that is because people talk about anal sex all the fucking time on here. People talk about adult stuff all the fucking time. They talk about sex toys. They have games that are showing nudity. They have other things that have sexual themes constantly. Like, let's just look at TikTok. Like, it's all the time. So if you want to go ahead and make a for the children argument, please be comprehensive, okay?
Goddamn. That was based Asmongold. I'm liking this guy more and more. I mean, there are certain things that I disagree with, but that was absolutely true. You're not going to be able to make Twitch for kids, like a Legoland for kids. There's always going to be that type of content. Kai Cenat is not a kid-friendly channel. He's got 53 million players or people watching playing Minecraft. You're not going to be able to make that kid-friendly. So, the way that you do it, is by keeping your kids off of Twitch. 100%, absolutely. Absolutely. However, you can put some steps in place. You can do some things. Like, if you're under the age of 18, you don't get recommended these OnlyFans titty streams. They don't pop up in your recommended. If you're 18 or over, then you do. And if it's found that you are not 18, but you say that you are, then your account is deleted. It's as simple as that. I think they need more steps in place to prevent people from being introduced to this type of content. That's just my opinion. Doesn't mean that it shouldn't be there. Doesn't mean that they shouldn't be allowed to do it. Absolutely they should be. I'm for more freedom, not less. But I disagree with Asmon in that it doesn't matter. It does make the platform look worse. I mean, I don't know how it could, but it does. The upper echelon of Twitch streamers are exactly as Asmongold describes. They are low information, low value, degenerate, low IQ individuals that are the most condescending, egotistical, arrogant, despite the fact that they are the most worthless and talentless people I've ever seen. Hassan Piker, in particular, and Pokimane. These are not content creators. They don't create anything. They sit in front of a camera, usually eating, condescend to people, talk shit to people, react to other people's content. They are an absolute black hole of talent and charisma and entertainment value. Just one man's opinion, though. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Go check out Asmongold's channel. I think that he does a very, very good job. Anyway, on that note, I will bid you guys a good day, and I will see you next time.